Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Paradigm Woods and Irons from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Jackson, and this is your Golf Central update. Well, Emiliano Grillo is the most recent winner on the PGA Tour at the Charles Schwab Challenge. Let's just remind ourselves of his bio, as he turned professional back in 2011 when he was just 19 years old, made it onto the PGA Tour full-time for the 2015-16 season, and in his first start as a PGA Tour member, Grillo won the Fortinet Championship. And the win this past weekend was significant to Grillo because of his fellow countrymen.
Well, it feels great. The wait was definitely worth it. It was long, but it was worth it. So happy to be a champion in Colonial. I get to put my name right next to Roberto De Vicenzo, which is probably 50 years ago. So I'm excited. I said it a few times that I wasn't going to retire without winning here. And I'm lucky that I got it done in the last year before the renovations. So I'm excited. I'm happy. That's the way I can put it.
It was actually 66 years since Roberto won, so I give you that time frame. But as the second Argentinian champion here, what do the name and the man Roberto De Vicenzo mean to you growing up in Argentina, and what did he mean to the game of golf in your country?
Well, obviously, think about it. 1960, you say 1960 something? 1957. So, I mean, he was a legend. I mean, he was winning this tournament, 36 years before I was born. So, obviously, to me, I looked up to him. He's got an Open Championship and a tournament here in Colonial. So. I wanted to put my name right next to his badly, and thankfully I got it done. So I guess I should kind of do the same for the Open. So I'm hopefully I can go back to the Open this year or next year and have a chance, and just having my name right next to his is very special.
You played in the President's Cup as a captain's pick in 2017. Next year it's in Canada. How meaningful would it be for you to perhaps qualify on points next year?
I think we're, over a year away from it, so it's a long way. Obviously, it's one of my favorite tournaments. I was able to do it there in Liberty National. Obviously, we didn't play great, but the mentality of the team changed quite a bit, and very close the last 2 years. The last two editions, I would say. So yeah, I mean, I love Mike. Mike is a great person. We share a lot of people in common, and I'm excited. I'm excited where everything is at. I'm excited that I get to go to some places that I've been wanting to go for the last 7 years. So I guess Tournament of Champions it is. I'm looking forward to that. Going back to the Masters, there's a lot of things before President's Cup that I'm looking forward to. But I mean, if I keep playing this way, if I keep hitting fairways, greens, and putting the same way, I should be able to, sleep easy at night, knowing that I can get it done and be on the team.
Well, looking at this week, the Memorial Tournament famously is held at Jack's Place, Muirfield Village Golf Club in Dublin, Ohio. Every year, the tournament honours people who have made historic contributions to the game of golf. This year's honoree is Larry Nelson. Nelson was a 10-time winner on the PGA Tour and 3-time major champion, including 2 PGA Championships and the 1983 US Open. He was also a member of 3 Ryder Cup teams and was inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame in 2006. And he joined Damon Hack and Eamon Lynch on Golf Today.
Larry, what was the adjustment like for you just as a human being coming back from the Vietnam War and assimilating back into society?
It wasn't as difficult, I'm sure, as it was for our parents when they did. But, you come back home and the next day you're eating at McDonald's or something. So it just, the transition, I was so busy when I got back, I really didn't have much time to think about it. But for a lot of people, The transition is difficult, but I didn't seem to have that big a deal with it.
You've accumulated a lot of honours in the last 50 years, Larry, and you've got another one coming this week. You're the honoree at the Memorial Tournament, Jack Nicklaus's event in Ohio. You're joining some pretty esteemed company on the list of honorees there. What does that mean to you?
Well, it meant a lot. I mean, means a lot. But when you get a call from Jack saying, would you accept it if we honored you this year, was kind of one of the nicest phone calls that I've received. And, of course, I couldn't say yes quick enough. So, yes, it is a huge honor for someone who has meant so much for this game and the greatest player, in my opinion, who has ever played. And to go up to Muirfield, I played in the first one in '76, pretty much played in every one of them until after I turned 50. So for me, it just means a lot, and I'm just very honored to be a part of this great event and to be, the honoree for 2023.
You crossed paths with Jack Nicklaus quite a bit on and off the course during the height of your power. When you guys speak now, what do you guys talk about? What do you reflect on?
Probably family as much as anything. A lot of his golf course designs. It's just kind of normal stuff. Jack and I never really had kind of a head-to-head confrontation like he and Watson had at the British Open. So most of the time he finished so far ahead of me, I never did get the chance to see him. But so I think it's just a mutual respect when we get together. He does so much good work for young people with his hospitals, his children's hospitals thing. And we talk about that some. So there's a lot to talk about, but never really goes too much back towards the competition.
Larry, today we're going to see the end of the NCAAs out in Arizona, and these kids look as though they've been trained for this moment or for life in professional golf almost from the cradle. You didn't start playing until you were 21, came back from Vietnam, broke 100 your first time out, turned pro a few years after that. A couple of years after that, you were on the PGA Tour. It seems almost imaginable now that a career trajectory could go that high, that fast. How did it all happen so quickly?
I think I was good in a lot of sports, especially baseball, basketball. So the hand and eye coordination was there, and it was actually just kind of learning the golf swing the right way. Ben Hogan said you could learn the swing mechanically in 6 months, and I kind of took him to heart in that. And I did learn how to swing and hit the ball pretty quickly, but it took me a long time to learn how to play. So I was able to qualify 3.5 years after, qualify for the tour 3.5 years after I played my first round of golf. And but it took me 10 years on the tour to really kind of learn how to play.
It's going to be a big week in the game. The Memorial Tournament held at Muirfield Village Golf Club, Dublin, Ohio will get underway on Thursday live right here on Golf Channel. We'll see you there.